Hey, hey, party people in the place to be. It's Blag Dahlia. I'm back again with songs and lyrics. And of course, my partner in crime, Saltpeter, is here with me to discuss another classic. And we really do have a classic today. This is Paul Simon's 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Problem is all inside your head, she said to me. The answer is easy if you take it logically. I'd like to help you in your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. She said it's really not my habit to intrude. Furthermore, I hope my meaning won't be lost or misconstrued. But I'll repeat myself. At the risk of being crude, there must be 50 ways to leave your lover. 50 ways to leave your lover. You just slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free. Or hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself free. Slip out the back, Jack. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't need to be coy, Roy. You just listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. You don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself free.
You know, this is a masterclass on songwriting, this song. And if you want to get technical about it, just the rhymes in the song are just so fucking clever, but clever in a way that isn't obnoxious. You know, it's organic. They're just it's very pleasing to see the way that he can use language here and not have it, appear to be too, I don't know.
The first thing that kills me is that third line. I'd like to help you in your struggle to be free. I mean, what could be a more cynical thing to say to someone that you're breaking up with, right? I'm doing this for your own good.
Right.
And then cloaking it in these quasi-revolutionary terms. Like, oh, yes, it's like a struggle to be free. It's like the Zimbabwean people trying to be free, right? You're saying, and obviously that's not what you're doing. What you're doing is just getting the fuck away from this other person.
Right.
And you cloak it in this thing. I mean, that line has killed me for decades.
Right.
Just that he would put that in there. I'd like to help you in your struggle to be free.
Well, maybe, I guess the... Is it the protagonist, is finding it hard to just end this relationship? It needs some help from a friend. So,
when you talk about it like a master class in songwriting, yeah, this is definitely where you start to get, I'm a simplistic guy, and just, you take a bunch of jazzy, major sevenths and diminished chords like this, and you're just immediately going to confuse people like me, which is great, because that's...
A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3, all simple as flow, bring me A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl. Easy as 1, 2, 3, all simple as flow, bring me A, B, C.
Well, let's just take it from the beginning, right?
Okay.
Obviously, you've got this signature drum riff from Steve Gadd,
Yes.
which makes the strongest argument ever for drummers should get publishing sometimes. Because, I mean, that drum riff just is so amazing, and the song just wouldn't operate without it.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it would be a great song, but it wouldn't be this.
Right.
And so, I mean, you got to give Gadd a lot of credit, but you also got to really just give drummers in general credit. In this era of sampling, how many times has a hip-hop track just grabbed a great drum part and whoever the songwriter was who didn't write the drum part made a fortune off of his publishing, and the drummer got nothing. True. It just happened over and over and over again in, specifically in hip hop, where people were biting drum parts all the time.
Right.
And so it really calls into question, like, what is a songwriter?
I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love, special things. I write the songs that make the young girls cry. I write the songs, oh, my music makes you dance.
To me, Gad is one of the songwriters here.
Right. I agree.
So that comes in, and then Paul Simon just states the chords through once. And like I say, you're always going to confuse somebody like me. The minute I hear it, I go, oh, well, I couldn't write that, because I just don't know any of those chords.
Right.
I never learned them. I don't know what to do.
They're expensive chords.
When, and sometimes when I do other kinds of projects, it isn't punk rock or whatever, and I've written a vocal melody or something, other more talented people will come in and put chords like that behind my stuff. And I go, thank God, this is great.
But do they get publishing?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Right.
See?
And that's the point. It's like we've all become so greedy by the way this thing is set up. And I don't excuse myself, There's all kinds of times where, whether it was just somebody throwing in an idea or somebody turning my brain in a different direction, and really they were part of the publishing, but then you start experiencing this thing of like, well, the more people that you bring in and kind of give some veto power on your songs, the weirder things get for you. It's like, hey, this song started with me sitting in my room playing this and coming up with this. So now don't tell me about your rights in here and what you get. But it's like it's just a dilemma. It never ends. It's the songwriter's dilemma, who gets the publishing and how much of it. And I don't pretend to have the answer, but goddamn, for this song, I mean, it's that drum part is just signature. So he comes in, then he lays in the jazzy things. Then comes this, it's obviously a woman breaking up with him and doing it in this, semi-cynical way. I mean, wouldn't you say that?
Wait! It's a woman breaking up with him. I thought I'm reading it like this is a friend of his.
No.
Who's wait? Listen. The problem is all inside your head, she said to me. The answer is easy. Take it logically. I'd like you to help you in your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your life. But couldn't she be counseling a male friend of hers on how to leave his girlfriend?
No, because then in the second batch, she says, why don't we both just sleep on it tonight? I believe in the morning you'll begin to see the light. Then she kissed me, and I realized she probably was right. She's breaking up with him.
No, wait. Why couldn't he be fucking this woman? And he's trying to break up with his girlfriend. Just hang on a second. Okay, so
I know you think you're smart, but you missed this one, dude.
No,
she's breaking up with him. I swear to God.
Wait,
listen to the fucking song.
Okay, really? Okay, I mean,
yes, she's getting rid of him. And the 50 ways to leave your lover part, I agree. That's what makes it a little nebulous, because she probably wouldn't say that. But everything else she says is obviously she's cutting him loose, right? Helping him in his struggle to be free, right? And I don't know. That's how it seems to me. Although I guess now that I look at it, we say it's really not my habit to intrude. Yeah. Maybe she could be saying, I don't want to. Right. So, I mean, that I can see why you maybe thought that. But, dude, how do you reconcile that whole second verse with she kissed me? I mean, she said, why don't we sleep on it tonight? So, obviously, they're sleeping together.
What? I mean, so they're sleeping together. So, again, just try to position yourself here. He has a relationship with the woman who's talking to him. Yes. And he's conflicted about leaving his girlfriend, wife, the other woman. Right. And so she's counseling him on how to get out of that relationship. And they're in bed together, and she's like, just sleep on it, and in the morning we can talk about it some more. I don't get that she's breaking up with him.
Oh no! I mean, this is so clearly she's breaking up with him. I mean, see, this is where I wish we had a call-in show, Pete, because
I want Paul Simon on the phone.
Somebody's lit. I want to see the comments section lit up on this one. But I mean, to me, it just seems very clear that he's sad. See,
Okay.
I mean, if it was him trying to figure out how to break up because he's got 2 chicks he's fucking and one he just wants to cut loose, the melancholy disappears. What makes this song work is that he is the loser being broken up with.
Wow.
Okay, and she is doing it, and she's saying, "Yeah, man, but I'm not breaking up with you. I'm helping you in your struggle to be free." And look, why don't we both sleep on it tonight? In the morning, you'll see what I'm talking about. You know, you'll get it. Why I'm blowing you off. You know, that's what it seems like to me.
Okay,
I mean,
I think she's coaching him on how to.
we've
get
had our
away.
first battle here, Pete.
Well,
what?
I don't know. I guess it's just.
I mean, coaching him? So he's gone to seek the advice of a woman who he's sleeping with about
Yes.
how to break up with the other woman?
Yes.
Then her take on it would be, well, you should leave her for me. We're better.
Yeah, he's like she's telling him, like she's like, you don't need to just like get yourself free. You know, I mean, just get on the bus, Gus, and just leave.
Right, but inevitably any woman is going to see that as then he's going to do this to me.
Whoa,
See,
I don't know about that.
I don't see this woman counseling him. I don't know. Okay, we better light up the fucking we better light up the comments section on this one. This is our first battle. But I guess that's what makes a great song, right? There is X amount of ambiguity in here.
Yeah, I'm having a
right?
hard time seeing it your way.
Wow.
at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, just looking at the lyrics and just, literally, I don't have the sense that she's cutting him loose.
But to me, it's all contained in those first 3 lines. The problem is all inside your head. In other words, you're just not able to understand that we're not compatible for each other.
Okay.
The answer is easy if you take it logically. In other words, me, as the person breaking up with you, I'm able to just be logical about this. Why? Because my heart's not broken. But of course, you, Paul Simon, can't be logical about it because your heart is broken. I'm leaving you, right? And because remember, he says in there, could you please explain about the 50 ways? Right? So he's saying, tell me why you're breaking up with me. And she's saying, let's just crash and you'll figure out in the morning that this ain't ever going to work because I don't want to be here with you. You know, and this isn't going to go.
I guess this is the beauty of a song is that, it's not obvious. Even as you speak with conviction, it's not obvious that you're right. I think you could.
Well, you should know that about me by now. I always speak with conviction, and I'm wrong a lot of the time.
I remember, for those of you who don't have the same history with Blag that I do, I remember him a long time ago saying, "If you can't be good, be forceful." And I think that's been his motto, and I think you can see it evidenced through his entire career. So,
getting back to the songwriting a little bit, the intro or the verse, I'm sorry, with kind of jazzy chords and stuff, but it's in a minor mode.
I guess.
Then it switches major for the chorus.
Yeah.
And that's a big kind of pop thing where the classic version from the 50s, of course, being the Runaway by Del Shannon.
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love, a love that was so strong. And as I still walk on, I think of the things we've done together while our hearts were young. I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel a pain, wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder,
Where he, as I walk along, I wonder, it's all me. And then when it gets to the chorus, it goes major. I'm walking in the rain.
Right.
And so suddenly it seems happier. And I think he deploys that perfectly here because there's a real melancholy to the verse.
Well, if I may, I'm thinking that the melody in the verse is a descending melody. It goes down. Ba 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 ba. It goes down, and then, but in the chorus it goes up. Just bump 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 bump. So. Yeah. It's like going down a flight of stairs in the verse, and you go back up them during the chorus, which is a very effective, tool.
Both of those things, right?
Yeah.
Between going major and going ascending instead of descending.
Yes.
He gives you this totally different feel. The other thing I kind of wanted to talk about with this song, though, was, nowadays there's a lot of talk about quote unquote, cultural appropriation.
Ooh.
And there's a hell of a lot of it happening here, I think, all to the good. I mean, this chorus is clearly like an up-tempo 70s funk thing.
Yeah.
And he brings in the black female vocalist, if you have any doubt that that's exactly the style he's going for.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Steve Gadd on drums. He's like a funky, jazzy guy.
White.
Who's white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think the bass player on this record is black. I don't know all of the players on this, but I think on that on that record, what's Still Crazy After All These Years.
Yeah, it might be Lee Sklar who's a white guy.
We should know more. But again, part of the thing here is we're not here to research stuff.
Right.
I'm a lazy sod. I'm a lazy sod. I'm a lazy sod. I'm so lazy.
We're here to talk about
wing
about songs. But
Yeah.
As a 10-year-old hearing this, I was put off by the simplicity of slip out the back, Jack, making new plans, Stan. You don't need to be coy, Roy. I mean, to me, I was like, oh God, as a kid who was just getting into Monty Python and Frank Zappa and everything weird.
Just like a penguin in bondage, boing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Way over on the wet side of the bed. Knurps for moisture. Just like the mighty penguin flapping right on wings. The penguin flap. Lord, it's all over.
To me, that just felt so simple. Now, of course, as a songwriter, I'm just awed by how simple and perfect it is. Of course, you would write that. It's about the bag, Jack. No need to be coy, Roy. It's. I mean, what he manages to do there with the internal rhymes and with the obviousness of the chorus, to me, it just exaggerates the melancholy of the verse. Is that the chorus is. It goes in a different direction. And that to me is another kind of side of songwriting that people don't think about a lot. Is like some songs are consistent throughout and they work, but there are other songs that work really well specifically because they change.
Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love.
And this to me seems like one of those songs. The verse is so radically different than the chorus, both in mood and structure and everything, that's what makes the song work. If you just had a song with that simple, imagine if the verse was more like, Jack was a guy, he was having trouble with his girl, and then, Jill didn't like, Joe, and blah, blah, blah. But then you slip out the back, Jack, you make a new plan. It would be like, oh, okay, I knew where this song was going, and it went there.
Yeah.
And instead, he has this incredibly melancholy, jazzy thing, and then all of a sudden, you're at these childlike rhymes in a major mode that's, as you say, is sort of ascending and bringing you up.
Right.
So,
there's also, this is a conversation between two people, so it starts off with a statement from presumably the woman. Well, actually, we know it's a woman. It's a conversation between two people. And again, I'm hearing this as like, them laying in bed together. So it's not, little story about Jack and Diane, it's like you're talking in the third person about two people. Like you are in the bed with these two, or in the kitchen or wherever it's happening. It's very intimate, it's a conversation. And even the the chorus is one person talking to another person. It's not like a manual that I presume.
Well, in the verse, but then when it gets to the chorus, it is a manual.
Right.
Slip out the back.
Right, but
Jack,
she's
make new
explaining.
plans.
But it's one person explaining it to another person. It's not. Obviously, as listeners, we're all there to. To witness this. But I feel like, again, there's something very intimate about this song that, lets you into a conversation between two people about something really quite intense, which I believe, is her coaching in on how to get rid of his girlfriend or his wife.
See, that just seems so antiseptic to me. So she doesn't have a dog in this fight.
Sure she does. She wants him to get rid of her so they can be together.
I see. Okay. Well, look. I say we let it go at that, Pete.
I think we should go down the hall and fight.
Because I'm really curious as to what everyone else is going to say about this. Yes. Pete's saying these two are together, and she is saying, look,
illicitly.
There's a way that you can get out of this relationship. I'm saying it's exactly the opposite of that.
Right.
She is cutting him loose. He is devastated, and but then the chorus it comes from a sort of omniscient third person.
How can a loser ever win? How can a loser ever win? How can a loser?
That's just saying, hey, these are all the ways you can leave. You can leave a million ways. You can say a million different things. You can do whatever you want. You just got to get your ass out the door. And then the intimate part of it is she is breaking up with him. So,
okay. Well,
look, folks, tell us below.
Yeah, please. Let's someone solve this mystery, because it's. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight if I don't know the answer.
This is Songs and Lyrics.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are ours.
Ralph, I was not exactly right.
What do you mean, not right?
I mean, not right.
I don't get you. You mean you were wrong?
Well, the night was bad, the road was icy, the snow was falling, and it looked so high, and I was weary, sick from driving, stopped to rest a while. I sat down at a truck stop.